Hi everyone, it's Jendi Burwell here again, and we find ourselves on Holy Saturday. It's not Easter Saturday because Easter starts tomorrow and goes for quite a while for those of us in the church, which is fabulous because we will get a chance to really push into what does Easter, the resurrected life, mean for us here now in the 21st century. However, today, Holy Saturday, very much a day in between two massive things. Mark's Gospel is completely silent about today. Yesterday we read and heard Mark's Gospel up to Friday night, and then there is nothing else recorded until tomorrow morning. Today is Sabbath in the Jewish tradition, so just consider for a moment this week that's led up to now, or the 3 years of Jesus's ministry, public ministry on earth. And then, last Sunday, Jesus entering Jerusalem on the back of a donkey as a massive protest against the empire and the religious leaders who were, kind of in cahoots really with the empire. And then all the things that happened that we talked about here on YouTube on Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, how things changed, and he was betrayed on Thursday and killed yesterday. And people had thought that he was the Messiah. Turns out rightly, but today they don't know that. They'd pinned all their hopes on this, and so Sunday they were really looking forward to things, and it changed. And then they killed him. People were yelling, "Crucify him." And he died. And today there is nothing. People would have still needed to go through their cultural and their religious rituals, the Sabbath for today. But I suggest, feeling pretty confused and pretty disappointed and angry maybe, and sad. And seriously kind of wondering what on earth is going on? What on earth is the point? Now today we're going through the things we have to go through because that's just the way it is, but what's the point? It's also hopeless because what we had pinned our hopes on yesterday was killed by us. Today is a weird old day. And it's possibly strange to say, it is one of my most favourite in the Christian calendar. That day between getting some really, really bad, shocking, life-changing news, where you need to sit with that and now go, now what? What does this mean now? Before the good news comes, and I hope, if you're in that space, I hope the good news will come. And it will. I hope you, see it. 10 or 11 years ago when I was diagnosed with my first melanoma, and had to go and have the second surgery done in a more serious way, because it was worse than I'd initially thought, but it was fine. But man, life-shattering, life-changing news, knowing that you don't know what the outcome's going to be. And it wasn't at all how you expected that day to go. And then for 3 weeks, I had I'm waiting for the news. Is it going to need further follow-up? How serious was it? What is going to be the long-term ramifications here? That was just before Christmas and all through to New Year's Eve I got my news. So those, 3 weeks from this is melanoma waiting and we've all had those times between the bad news and the good news hasn't yet come. And Holy Saturday is a great day to reflect upon that. And that year on the 31st of December, when I got the phone call that it was all clear, it was all fine, I wouldn't need any follow-up treatment, but lots of follow-up, looking carefully at my skin for the rest of my life. Oh, it was Easter Sunday. It was the 31st of December, but it was just like the news, the good news, the life. But today, we're still in that Holy Saturday. And so I invite you to ponder, when have you been, after some frankly shitty news, something's happened that has just ripped the carpet out from under you and has changed everything that you thought you knew about something. You don't yet know how it's going to play out long term, and so now you're in this Holy Saturday place, feeling perhaps deserted, alone, confused. I'm going to try really hard not to offer words of comfort into that, because maybe it's good to sit with that for a while and chime back in tomorrow when hopefully those words of comfort do comfort you. But for today, there's no harm in reflecting and pondering and sitting with the confusion, the anger, the sadness, the disappointment. And I do hope you know you're not alone. Until later, see ya.